Hi, today I am going to cover a very important topic. What are the top 6 most irritating things that turn off a woman? I have my opinions. Stay tuned. Listen carefully. It's important. Hi, I'm Katy, host of the Katy Bellissima channel. On this channel, I respond to your questions with my opinions and tips on how to help you better understand what a woman really wants. Now, be forewarned, the truth can be gritty, and I tell the gritty, authentic truth. So, let's get started, shall we? This is kind of a sensitive subject, and the subject is, what are the irritating things you do that can turn off a woman? Or turn off a man. I'm just saying, if you're on a date with someone, what are the worst turnoffs? I chose the top 6, and I'm going to tell you what they are. Listen carefully all the way to the end, because all of them are really important, and they're kind of tough to prioritize. But I'm going to go with number 1, and this is really important. Don't badmouth your ex. Everybody has one. If you're a little bit older, you've had experience with girlfriends in high school, college, you maybe were married, but bad-mouthing your ex, calling them names, trashing their integrity. There was some good when you married this person, or you dated this person, or liked this person. There's no reason to trash that person on a date with someone else. It's just not cool. It's such a turnoff to listen to a person complain about their ex. And I know, you're probably really raw. I've been through it. I understand it. Very tempting to trash that person, but show some integrity and goodness and try to bring out some of the good that still might be there. You may share children with this human being that you shared your life with for a while. Try to be lovely about that person. That says a lot about the man that you are, right? You wouldn't want to be trashed. Don't trash anyone else. That would probably be my number 1 turnoff. Don't do that. Try to be kind. The second one that's probably very, very irritating to most people, listen closely, bragging. Bragging about your car, your house, your money, your achievements, how much money you give to the poor. Bragging, telling people what you do to better yourself, or what is so great about you, that you can afford a Ferrari or a big house and the square footage and the name brand clothing. Yes, it's very nice to have all those things. It's fantastic. But a man that is humble and doesn't brag about it is the best kind of man. He could own a Ferrari, and that'd be bonus. He can own a big house, and that's super big bonus too. But when he doesn't brag about it, when he's humble about it, when he just talks about maybe his business and that it's doing very well, and you enjoy your work, and you enjoy doing what you do in your life, and you have benefits, of course, of enjoying that life. You don't need to brag about it. Again, being humble, keeping it close to the vest, not really sharing your riches, so to speak, or your goodness of how much you give, really says a lot about that human that you're dating. They're humble, they're quiet, they're discreet. Those are lovely qualities. So those top 2 are very important to me. No bragging and no ragging. No bragging, no ragging. No ragging on the ex, no bragging on the stuff you have. Okay? Those 2 are irritating. Number 3, I guess, is over-complimenting a person. You're so beautiful. Your eyes. Oh my gosh, when I talk to you. Oh my goodness, I can't believe what an amazing person you are, over complimenting. Those are all amazing things, great things to hear from someone on your date, but not overly complimenting to where it almost gets irritating. Like, stop already. Stop. Have you ever been with someone like that? Maybe you haven't, but over complimenting can be a bit irritating. So be careful on interjecting the really nice, kind things you want to say about this person, and try not to be so overt in over complimenting someone to the point of irritation. It's not good. So, and you may be feeling that way about that person, but you don't need to throw it up on them immediately, a little bit at a time, right? Now that is good. Okay, another really irritating thing, number 4, is being too combative. Being too combative with someone, talking with them about a subject and always having to be right, interjecting your opinion and your rightness about it, right? You have to be right about it. You're combative. You're on this person, telling them, you need to think my way. Being too combative about a situation or a topic can be very, gosh, what's the word? Threatening almost. And you're almost in an argumentative state. That isn't enjoyable on a dinner. So try to give and take and listen to this person's opinion. Interject your opinion. It's okay, and that's hot. It's real hot that a man has an opinion about a topic. But listening to someone else's opinion too, and not overly agreeing, a little banter here and there is very sexy, and it shows that you have the intellectual wherewithal to follow through on a conversation without being combative. So that would be my number 4 choice on a date. Don't be combative, okay? The other, number 5, is someone that doesn't have a sense of humor. Someone that is too serious on a date. Doesn't smile, doesn't joke, isn't maybe a little self-defacing of themselves, just kind of making cute little funny jokes, but not really, not too defacing, just funny things where they have a sense of humor and they smile and they laugh. Don't tell canned, silly jokes. That's just too canned. Just off the cuff, kidding about a topic that you're talking about. It's fun. It shows that you can really go with the flow and you're fun and you're interesting. So I think if you show a little bit of sense of humor, if you're too serious, that's a total turnoff. A total turnoff. You kind of go, okay, this person is a complete bore. I'm out. So you don't want to sit there stoically thinking you're all that and don't have a sense of humor. Okay? That's a good one too. The next one, the number 6. Constantly interrupting in a conversation. That would be number 6. That kind of goes along with being combative, but there's a difference between trying to author your opinion on someone and then always interrupting someone. So if someone is in a conversation with you, listen intently, nod your head, let them know that you're listening, really be listening, and do not interrupt them until they're finished. Now, you may be with somebody that talks a million miles an hour and you never get a word in edgewise. That's probably irritating too. So you wouldn't date that person anymore. But if it's a give and take and you do not interrupt them, that's hot, where they can really intently listen to you and hear your opinions and then interject without interrupting. Interjecting and not interrupting. So those are my top 6 all around most biggest turnoffs on a date. So do not do those. Try to be the opposite of those top 6. Don't talk about your ex really in bad terms. Don't brag about the stuff you have and what you give and how wonderful you are. Don't over-compliment someone to where they want to throw up on you. Don't be too combative in the conversation. You want to have a sense of humor and be self-defacing sometimes a little bit, just a little bit, not like you're, insecure, but don't be too serious, right? Have a great sense of humor. Smile a lot. That's so important. And then do not interrupt when you're having a conversation with somebody, okay? Those are the top 6. Those are the top 6 turnoffs. Do not do those. And you'll have a great date. I think there's some other irritating ones, but I think those are my top 6. And that's my opinion. I hope it answered your question that you sent in about the irritating things that men can do. I hope I helped. Have a great day. Oh, hit the subscribe button if you like what you heard. Hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and tell everybody about my channel. I love it when you do.